It is so important for our inner peace and for our inner balance to love ourselves. I know that it is not at all so easy to reach this point, but it is important to heal slowly and patiently each part of us from this current life and or from other previous lives, in order to manage to understand ourselves, to accept ourselves, to enter this state of acceptance of our being, and to eventually love ourselves. Because if you do not love yourself, as I have already mentioned in our podcast, it's very hard and sometimes even impossible to attract love from outside yourself. Because first of all, we speak about the law of attraction, which states that you tend to attract the kind of energies that you transmit towards others. So if you have a feeling of dissatisfaction with yourself, you transmit it all the time. So it's harder to attract love towards you if you transmit something negative. And on a more profound level, without being conscious about it, we all communicate in each moment of our existence an image about ourselves. So if we don't like ourselves, if we think that we are ungifted, that we are unclever, that we are stupid, that we are not beautiful or handsome, and so on, without acknowledging it, we might communicate to others exactly these images and these ideas about ourselves. Of course, that we might have the extraordinary chance to have around us people who will contradict us and who will love us and who will try to put a different mirror in front of us. But it's not so frequently. So this is why it is better to solve your inner problems. Moreover, even if you have this chance to attract people who really appreciate you as you are and who manage to see you in a far better light than you see yourself, it will be hard for you to accept their opinion and to accept their love, because you must change your own opinion about yourself in order to accept their opinion and to eventually accept the love that comes from them towards yourself. So for a healthy and balanced relationship, yes, I do think that you have to love yourself, and then you will be really able to receive love from exterior too, and to send love and to create this, let's say, circuit of love, to give and to receive, to give and to receive, to share love both ways. So I don't think that we should ever think that loving yourself means to be self-centered or to be selfish. Not at all. We should respect ourselves, admire ourselves, know how to establish healthy limits in our relationships. But we should also love a lot the other people and appreciate them. Loving yourself doesn't mean that you think you are the greatest person in the world, no one is like you, and to be self-centered and selfish. Not at all. This would create a new and different kind of being unbalanced. So we should love ourselves, and in case there are things that we do not like, we should change them patiently and slowly, because what's important is the attitude we have towards ourselves, the kind of let's say look that we have towards our own being. We should consider us with a lot of tenderness, and we should see us in the light with an objective point of view, and if we see something that we don't like, we must seek for the best solutions to change, to improve what we don't like. But once again, towards finding solutions to like what we see in the mirror. And I will try to read a short excerpt from my book, From Being Pyotr Ilyich, which I think that resumes quite well the ideas I have just expressed. If we are not happy within our soul, no one and nothing can make us really joyful. We might only attain a few transient moments of bliss, but ones that would quickly fade away. And if we do not love ourselves, we will never find love from outside if we try to simply attach it to our heart artificially. We would like for someone or something to easily give us what we lack in our being, but this is actually impossible. Depending on an exterior source of love or a source of other feeling we long for is a kind of illusion. We ask someone or something to produce in us an emotion we cannot reach by ourselves. And I would also like to add a very important aspect already mentioned in our podcast. The fact that this lack of love is also nourished by what I call the very deepest trauma of the mankind, our original separation from our Father, from the Divine. Because at that moment of separation, I think that each human being felt its first and deepest trauma, which is this process of being taken out of a place where we were very loved and very protected, and which was the Divine. Of course, that I do not agree the perspective nurtured by many religions in which we see a mean divinity which throws us away, which sends us away from paradise, God which is a kind of tough judge. I think that God loved us and still loves us a lot, immensely, as we cannot imagine. But this is another discussion, a very important and deep one. But what it is important, especially in this period of time we live right now on earth, is to raise our vibration. And one cannot raise his or her vibration without loving himself or herself, without having feelings full of light. So in order, from a spiritual point of view, to raise our vibration, and from a practical point of view, to improve our health and our energy, it's so important to be in peace with ourselves and to reach this inner point of emotional balance.